Welcome back to the channel, guys, and today, I'm going to be reviewing another international treat in the Nestle Milkybar. This is a chocolate bar that comes from the United Kingdom that we don't instinctively have here in the United States. So when I saw this in my local grocery store in the international section, I had to pick it up for the purpose of this review, and we're going to taste test it here today and see how different it is than candies that are made here in the United States. Now, one thing I've noticed from having certain international chocolate bars in the past is they just taste a little bit differently, and I think it's because they have a lot less ingredients than we're used to here in the States. Because when we look at it, the ingredients for the Nestle Milkybar are a little interesting because you have to actually rotate the packaging to read it properly, but it says white chocolate, sugar, cocoa butter, whole milk powder, glucose syrup, emulsifiers, which are lecithins, and flavoring. That's only 7 ingredients compared to the 20 that you might see on a United States chocolate bar. And also, just interestingly enough, nutritional information is labeled quite differently because instead of calories, it's labeled energy. And then you have your fat, your carbohydrates, fiber is actually listed in nutritional information, protein, and salt. So what's interesting is it doesn't really say how much sugar is in here. Actually, it does. It says carbohydrates, of which sugar, which is 52.4 grams, which is, I guess, 10% of your recommended intake. So it's a little different because a lot of our stuff is just packed with sugar. But with that being said, Nestle has a lot of different candy bars that never make it here in the States. Fun fact is, in the United States, Nestle doesn't produce Kit Kats like they do across the world. Hershey's produce Kit Kats in the United States, which is why if you look at other markets where Nestle does produce the Kit Kats, there's a lot of different and interesting flavors, whereas in the States, we kind of just get the basic stuff. So with that being said, let's take a look at this Milkybar, if I didn't drop it, and see how good it tastes and if I would recommend you picking it up. Now, I do like, just in itself, the white chocolate seems a little different. It has the Nestle logo on it. I don't know if that's picking up on camera. And it actually has a wavy formation for how you're supposed to break the pieces off. So let's see. That's good. Now it touts as being deliciously smooth and creamy, and that's not a lie. That is fantastic. So, I know white chocolate is kind of a hit or miss with a lot of people because it's not your traditional chocolate, but this tastes very, very smooth. It reminds me of the Gertrude Hawk white chocolate bars that I was in love with when I was in high school. And it's not like a heavy piece of chocolate. It's kind of thick as you're trying to chew it, which I know is a little weird to say, but it's very flavorful. I'm not gonna deny that at all. The Milkybar is creamy, it is smooth like it touts, and just as a fan of white chocolate, it really hits the spot. You know, Nestle really, their main focus here in the United States, amongst their flagship products, is pretty much the Crunch Bar. So, at least in my region. So to be able to try something that they produce overseas that never officially makes it here to the United States. I mean, this says it's, out of Nestle UK of York, which I believe is in England, or Nestle Ireland, it mentions here on the back, but never anything about the United States. So, having an imported candy bar like this, it's very good. And if you can track down a Milkybar, I would recommend it because it just doesn't taste as sweet and as sugary as a lot of the candy bars that we have in the United States. It tastes oddly almost like a vanilla ice cream, but not as sweet. I really can't say so much about it because it's a very different flavor than our over sugared candy over here. Each bar is also only 545 calories, and I say only, but that's a lot in terms of just your daily recommended of the 2,000. So eating this will be like a fourth of your daily calories. But I can see myself going through this all right now because it's very good, very tasty. If you've had a Milkybar before, as always, leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Do you find it as deliciously smooth and creamy as I did? Do you like white chocolate in general? If so, let me know. Let me know other snacks you'd like to see me import or try to track down from overseas to try, because the Milkybar is another one that's a hit. I'm noticing a lot of these things I'm finding from overseas, aside from the not the Marmite, what did I have? The Vegemite I had, the yeast spread, have been pretty good. That one was a little interesting. Go check out that review if you want to dig back in the channel. But the Milkybar, one of the best candy bars I think I've ever had. And definitely worth it. Check this one out, guys. As always, keep snacking. I'll catch you later. See ya. Bye.